You need to get your niggas up. Chinese buffet? Hey, God. Oh, I just need some time off. To do what? To talk to who? You're not gonna miss me?
Sweet in the middle. Can you do it split in the middle? Sit in the middle. I just wanna shoot kill a needle. I get money. Can you tell? What boss?
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christiane. And I'm so happy to have you. So for today's video, y'all are messy. Y'all wanted me to do a relationship Q&A because y'all thought I was probably gonna say some messy stuff, and honestly, I might. We don't know what's gonna come out. Today we're gonna be talking about relationships. For some reason, my clients seem to really like when I give them relationship advice, and they like to come to me to talk about that. And it's like, girl, I'm still struggling out here myself. I'm still getting dogged. Do you think I haven't gotten dogged before? Well, I'm not still getting dogged, but I've gotten dogged before. I've gotten embarrassed, you know, been there, done that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into this tea, so let's go. So the question that I got over and over again is, what do you look for in a man? So if you know me, you know I like to laugh, and you know I'm a geeker. So if I'm gonna be with somebody, they have to be really funny. That's number one. Like, they have to be super funny. I like a guy who can dress. You know, if you dress corny, it's basically a deal breaker for me because I'm just not attracted to that. I love a guy who has amazing manners. You know, open the door for you, open the car door. He'll go get the car, pull the car up front. Just so like caring and chivalrous. We love chivalry over here. I also look for a guy who is smart. I love to be able to hold educated conversations with my man. You know, we could talk about different things, business, history, science, and I like a guy who's educated in different topics from me, so then we can like bounce off of each other. And also tall. Yeah, but you know, character wise, I used to go for more of like the bad boy type when I was younger, but now I'm just more interested in a guy who is nice, you know, like who will just treat you well, do what he has to do, he's nice to you. All that other stuff, the vanity stuff, it doesn't mean much to me anymore, because anything that a guy can bring to the table, I'm already bringing the table, baby. You know, like I can already bring that myself. So I just need someone who's good company and a nice person. So that's what I look for in a guy. So the next question asks, what's your view on taking breaks in a relationship? So I feel like I'm like split. More so, I'm 60% no, because nigga, what are you doing during that time? And I'm 40% like, okay, I get it. Because the thing is, breaks can go one of two ways. Breaks can be used as a way as an excuse to cheat. Cause you know, these niggas be like, oh, I just need some time off. To do what? To talk to who? You're not gonna miss me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to miss me when you're not talking to me. Yeah. Sometimes it's just sketchy. The 40% of me is saying that I've been in situations where we took a break because things started to become super repetitive. So you don't want talking to somebody to feel like a chore, like, oh, I know I have to call this person. You want it to be something that you just do because you want to talk to that person. I understand a break in that case because it's like, let's take a few days away from each other, let's add some space, and then let's have time to miss each other. And sometimes that definitely does work, I will say that. Ladies, you know if a break is sketchy versus when it's like a valid break. So yeah, if you feel like it's sketchy, just cut it off cold turkey. So the next question says, what is your biggest turn on? I love a guy who can dress, you know, like he just has a nice sense of style. That is probably my number one. And number two is great manners. I don't know, I just love a gentleman. Hey, that's the key to my heart. So those are my biggest turn-ons. So the next question asks, what is your type physically? So my type, okay, I used to go for guys that were tall, dark, handsome, nice teeth. In recent years, like as I've gotten older, I stopped prioritizing like my type and just started to prioritize men that I enjoy their company. So now the only thing that like I look for physically is probably like, I like some nice arms, I like the waves, the beard, you know, all that. Yeah, I just like a guy who looks clean, who can dress. So the next question, somebody asked me, what's your body count? You in my business. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You in my business? Don't do that.
You know that's out of pocket. And it was a guy too. You know better than that. You think I'm gonna come on here and tell you honestly what my body count is? I refresh when I feel like it, period. So it resets when I feel like it, and I just reset it right now. So what are you talking about? Yeah, 0. And next question. Next question says, what is your most petty turnoff? So my most petty turnoff, if you guys watched my last Q&A, I'm gonna link that somewhere above, but if you watched my last Q&A, then you would know that I hate gum. So my biggest turnoff is when a guy is chewing gum, especially when he's chomping it. And when on the date, when I first meet him and he's chewing gum, it's just like, ew. I don't know, I just think it's so disgusting. So yeah, that's my most petty turnoff. Also, what's another thing? I'm really particular about teeth, so a guy who does not have nice teeth, it's hard for me. It's really hard for me. Yeah. So the next question asks, what is your ideal first date? So my ideal first date is a guy being like, oh, I'm gonna pick you up at this time, I'm gonna take you somewhere. And usually I like when they tell me where they're gonna take me. I don't like to choose because, no, you need to put in some effort, nigga. There's Yelp for a reason. You choose a nice place, and then once we get on the date, you know, he has great manners. And then, this is the key. You have to offer me drinks, appetizer, entree, and dessert. If you're taking me out on a date, why should I be penny pinching? You know, you should be encouraging me, oh, get whatever you want. It's like, get whatever I want.
Get whatever I want?
Get whatever you want.
Oh, I buy.
Okay, big baller. A large. You know, like, okay, you got money, stink, okay. Take me to a really good food place and just let me order whatever I want. You got me. So the next question asks, what is your worst date experience? So this was my first time dating older, and I was super excited. This guy, he came into my messages and he looked good, you know, he dressed well. So I give him my number, we arrange a time to meet, and before the date he's like, get dressed nice, I'm gonna take you out and I'm gonna surprise you, and you know, we're gonna have a great night. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, I was super excited.
I'm sitting here at the most expensive restaurant in DC almost, enjoying my meal.
So at this time I didn't drive in Maryland, so he was just driving somewhere and it was kind of far. I'm like, where the fuck are we going? So we pull up and we're in like this mall plaza type thing, and I'm like, what's around here? Like, I haven't seen any raving Yelp reviews about anything around here. So to my right I see an Olive Garden, and then he pulls into the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, wait. Wait. This was a surprise? You told me to get dressed up for this? For Olive Garden. You guys may call me bougie or whatever, but that's very unacceptable. That's very unacceptable. And he was like, oh, I love it here. Actually, I never even take girls out on dates, so this is even big that I'm taking you here. Olive Garden is big. We leave the date and he was like, I had a great time with you. I can't wait to take you out again. I want to surprise you with my favorite restaurant. And I'm like, no more surprises. Like, seriously, no more. And he was like, oh, I know this amazing Chinese buffet. And I was like, Chinese buffet? Hey, God. That's where I drew the line, honestly, guys. I just feel like Olive Garden was just so careless and like lazy. You know what I'm saying? So that was my worst date experience ever. So the next person asks, what are your thoughts on interracial love and your thoughts on Asian men? So I've personally never gotten down with the swirl, okay? I'm just a little bit uncomfy, and that's okay. I just have never had the desire. I don't see anything wrong with interracial dating, but it's just not my cup of tea. But am I opposed? No, I want black children, and that's just what it is. So I'm not opposed, but it's not ideal for me. If you guys see me get down with the swirl in the future, mind your business, because just mind your business, because maybe my views changed. So the next question says, aside from your certified girlfriend or boyfriend, should you really put all your apples in one basket? No, you should not put all your eggs in one basket. Let's be realistic. If you're talking to somebody, the chances of you being the only person that they are interested in or conversing with is very, 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 very low. So my thing is, until we have a conversation about expectations, I'm gonna keep talking to other people, because I don't do well with that push and pull. So it's either you're gonna be in this or you're not. So if you're doing everything you need to do and you're showing me that you really care about me, at that point, if we have a conversation that's like, okay, we're not talking to other people, sure, because you're doing everything that you need to be doing. But if you think that I'm just gonna be a late night link up and you're gonna be the only guy I'm talking to, you're crazy. You're crazy. A lot of guys like to have their cake and eat it too. So they'll want you to be there, just sitting on the side waiting for them while they're out here gallivanting with all these girls, linking up with different girls, doing XYZ, God knows what. Me, if you want to be doing that stuff, just know I'm doing the same thing. Because what do I look like sitting here looking stupid for somebody who's out here ripping and running? No, I've been there before. No, I feel like you should never put all your eggs in one basket unless the person's actions align with their words and you guys have a set, solid conversation solidifying where you guys stand. Because if there is no understanding, these guys will just run mad. They'll be moving mad and they'll think that you have to sit there and just look stupid. Don't ever do it. No. The thing is, there's a line. If somebody's not acting right, you have to be willing to move to the next. And when you put all your eggs in one basket, it makes things harder for you to be able to accept the idea of talking to somebody else, because you've invested so much time, so much energy. If they're not your certified boyfriend/girlfriend, or if you guys are not exclusively dating, you need to get your niggas up. Yeah. Or get your girls up, whatever it is. You need to have multiple, because first of all, we're young and it's okay to be talking to multiple people. Let's just be realistic about it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a hoe. You're allowed to. Now how you move and how you operate, that's a different story. But you're allowed to converse with multiple people. It's the real world. This is 2020. You think that that guy is just talking to you? You're crazy. These guys will be talking to you and talking to 20 other people. So you should be talking to 20 other people as well, yeah. So the next question asks, do you have a boyfriend? No, honey, I'm single. I just graduated from college, I'm in a transition period of my life. And I see, it's like God has showed me what's in store for me. And in order for me to get there, I can't have any distractions, I can't be distracted by, oh, I'm not sure if he likes me enough. I can't be worried about someone cheating on me, like right now dating is just at the bottom of my priority list. I just don't really have time for it, and I'm not willing to make time for it right now. I just need to be locked in, and I think it's super important for everyone just to take time to be by yourself, learn how to be by yourself. So the next question asks, what are my dating deal breakers? So some of my deal breakers are, if you guys watch my last Q&A, which I'm gonna link, I keep saying I'm gonna link that, but make sure you guys go check out that video. I talked about that, my deal breakers, just a little bit. Some of my biggest deal breakers are, if a guy just got out of a relationship, no. Because why are you already trying to be in my face on some wifed up stuff if you just got out of a relationship? It's giving very codependent. When guys have kids, I'm sorry, I'm young. Why am I gonna subject myself to playing stepmommy if I don't have to? Yeah, I'm not. So the next question is, what's the craziest thing you've done? So I had my days when I was a crazy girl. I was that crazy girlfriend once. but I had a reason to be crazy. Let's be very clear. The craziest thing I've done is I went through a nigga's Apple Watch. His phone was broke and you know, he was just moving weird. So I went through that nigga's Apple Watch because you think you're slick, bitch. I'm all up in it. And you were saying? So the next question asks, how do you get over a breakup? The thing about breakups is they can be really devastating because you go from talking to somebody every single day to everything's just like cold turkey and weird, you know? And at one point, that was probably one of the closest people to you. For the dynamic to just take a complete 180 is kind of shocking and it can be pretty traumatic. The best thing you can do after you break up with somebody is to boss up. And the only way you can boss up is by taking all that energy that you were investing in that person and putting it back into yourself. Like just bossing up, focusing on your stuff, really grinding at work, all your passions, praying about it, manifesting what you want, you know, just really setting your eyes on the prize and staying focused. You have to have tunnel vision, like, because the thing is, if you continue to allow those thoughts of that person and the memories to consume you, you will literally be so sad and so depressed. Sometimes you're still gonna cry about it, sometimes you still may miss the person or get upset, but at the end of the day, you have to pick your head up and boss up on these niggas. I read this tweet the other day that was like, sometimes you don't get what you want because God knows that you deserve better. And it really resonated with me because it's like, you know, sometimes we think that we want somebody so bad, but what we fail to realize is that on the other end of this breakup is something even better. And I used to be like, when I would first break up with people, it used to be really, really hard for me because I'm one of those people, like, I don't like change and I don't like to say goodbye to people. But honestly, like I said before, people come in your life and they go, and you have to be okay with the fact that not everything is going to last forever. What I will say though is every time when I thought that it was the end of the world and that I was never gonna find anyone better, I always found someone way better. So I feel like just keeping that mentality, like a positive mindset, and just putting all that energy into yourself is really how you boss up, and that's really how you get over a breakup. Because the thing is, am I just supposed to sit over here and cry for the rest of my life? Nah, I gotta keep it pushing. Money still has to be made, looks still have to be served, you know what I'm saying? So you're the prize, the fuck, like, not them. They know that though. It's just, do you know that? Are you remembering that? That's the real question. And also, revoke access 100%, because you have to show the person, okay, when you did have access to me, that was a privilege. Now you're gonna have to watch me stunt on you. You know, now you have to watch me boss up on you. So this is the very last question, guys, but it is, would you go through your boyfriend's phone? So honestly, I want to say no. I want to say no, but let's just be real. Yeah, because what are you doing? Like sometimes so I'm like 50-50 on the issue. There will be times where I'll be really tempted because I just want to see, like, what do you be talking about? Like, what do you be doing in your phone? As of recently, no, I haven't been going through phones. I haven't gone through phones in a long time. Now, I don't really want to go through a guy's phone because I don't want nobody going through mine. So I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm more mature than that. And the problem with going through phones is it gets addicting. Go through it once, you want to go through it on a regular basis. I don't want to feel like I have to go through someone's phone. But does that tell you the real deal? Does that tell you who you're really dealing with? Yeah, it does. But sometimes you don't always want to see that, because at the end of the day, what's the point of going through the phone if you're just going to stay with them? Like, that used to be me. I used to just go through the phone, be mad about it for a second, and then be right back. Like, why did you even go through the phone? What was the point of hurting your own feelings then? But I haven't looked through phones since then, and I'm very thankful because it just brings you a lot more peace. But at the same time, I do be curious. Like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to that's more important than me? Alright, you guys, so that is it for today's relationship Q&A. I had so much fun answering these questions. Honestly, I love giving relationship advice, even though I'm not an expert. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it out here. Thank you guys so much for sending in those questions on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, I will leave that right above. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with some of the stuff that I said? Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. Baby, welcome to the party, period. You know, join the party. We're so thankful that you're here today. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.